For many years, companies and organizations have been hit with ever-rising costs of medical insurance premiums and work injury costs. Addressing these costs is often the key to success. On the other hand, not addressing these costs directly can be the cause of your organization's failure to survive in this competitive economy. Presenting WIN, Wellness Improvement Now. It's a healthcare cost reduction program provided by the Redwood Clinic. There are two approaches to reducing healthcare costs. The first is to shop for less expensive coverage. The second, and more effective, is to reduce the risk of injury and illness. More than 80% of disease and illness can be traced to three contributing factors. These three factors are being overweight, unmanaged stress, repetitive motion disorders. Our program is based on the concept that our population is overweight in part due to the 82,000 chemicals in our air, food, and water that the body stores in our fat cells. So first, let's address being overweight, and let's talk about traditional dieting. Fat is stored to protect from those impurities that we spoke about earlier. A smaller body that happens when you start dieting actually increases the percentage of the impurities as shown in the figure in the middle. The body senses this increased number and levels of impurities and goes into an emergency fat production. That's why so many times when people diet, they rebound and become heavy again after the diet. Now, when one is cleansing rather than dieting, fats are stored in the body to protect from the impurities. However, with a cleanse, the impurities are released as the body gets smaller. This results in increased health with less fat and more lean muscle, so the body has no need to rebound. Our organization would provide this doctor-supervised weight loss method to your employees as part of our overall program. Cost per employee starts at $697 with corporate sponsoring for the products and our coaching. Your company could share in this expense as an incentive for your employees or not. The second area WIN addresses is the negative effect stress has on one's health. So, how does the Redwood Clinic determine stress? Well, there are two simple non-invasive tests we provide to determine adrenal gland function. The first is a very simple blood pressure test, and the second is a test that determines the pupils in the eye's response to light. Both of these tests can show whether there is weak adrenal gland function from too much stress. The third area of corporate healthcare costs that should be addressed is preventing on-the-job injuries, which primarily come from neck and shoulder strain and repetitive motion disorders. As part of our wellness program, we'll train your employees to lead a 5-minute stretch program to be done once a day that can prevent these problems and reduce workers' compensation injuries from occurring. The doctor evaluates each and every department in your company to determine which exercises and stretches are best for each department's needs. There are also a series of stretches to prevent neck, shoulder, hand, and wrist strains. The Redwood Clinic would decide which is needed based on our 25-plus years of clinical experience. Let's summarize the program we're offering you and its value to your employees. The program would work as follows. The doctor and staff would come to your company and evaluate the health needs of each employee one-on-one over several days or weeks. Each employee would fill out a stress survey, be weighed, have their blood pressure and adrenal glands tested, and receive any other tests indicated. Dietary modifications would be offered, and for those it would help, so would a weight loss cleansing program. Those interested in weight loss would all be invited to a lecture on how the program works. Those choosing to do the program can pay the $697 on their own or be sponsored in part or full by your company. In addition, the Redwood Clinic will hold wellness workshops on different health topics such as weight loss, women's hormone problems, natural remedies to upper body injuries and muscle strains, how to improve sleep problems, how to improve digestion, to name a few. We do these on a regular basis based upon the number of your employees and their job functions. We would also perform an on-site ergonomic evaluation to choose appropriate 5-minute stretch programs for your company's departments. We'd train team leaders to lead the 5-minute stretch each morning to prevent on-the-job injuries. We would provide this complete wellness program for a fee of $45 per employee per year. You can cancel this program anytime you want with 30 days' notice. Our anticipated return to your company would be a minimum of 5 to 1. That means for every dollar you spend, you should receive, in reduced healthcare costs, reduced absenteeism, reduced workers' comp claims, and increased productivity, a 500% annual return. In addition, you'll help prolong your employees' lives as well as your own and help everyone involved lead a healthier and happier life. So, what are the next steps? Well, the very first most essential next step is to contact Dr. Jay Sordian. He's an LAC and a qualified medical examiner at the Redwood Clinic. His phone number is area code 510-849-1176. He'll have a personal discussion of your organization's needs. He'll also get a better understanding of how the Redwood Clinic can help your company succeed. You can also refer to the HR section of our website at www.theredwoodclinic.com. And here's a few other next steps. We will be happy to present this presentation to your upper management. We'll define timelines and sign a 1-year wellness and injury prevention program agreement. We'll implement an on-site voluntary confidential screening of all your individual employees. Next, we'll choose appropriate stretch routines utilizing expertise of Dr. Sordian with input from management and labor representatives. We'll also collaboratively determine lunch and learn topics based on survey results and specific injury statistics data at the site. We'll set up cleansing weight loss lectures and sign up participants. After that, we train department leaders to lead employees in daily departmental ergonomic stretch routines. We conduct ongoing lunch and learn workshops based on survey feedback, and we set up the cleansing weight loss program in groups when possible, otherwise individually. And we'll collaborate for tracking data and systems for gauging results. And finally, the Redwood Clinic meets with management to finalize details and begin wellness and injury prevention programs for years to come. So, when Wellness Improvement Now results in healthier, happier, more productive employees and cost reductions for your company, call Dr. Jay Sordian at the Redwood Clinic, 510-849-1176.